For the past 4 to 5 weeks, at the time of writing the script, I had a project in school dedicated to esports, and specifically Valorant. For this project, my job was to create a practice routine and follow it as well as I could. And spoilers, I didn't exactly follow it well at all, to be honest. However, I did gain a lot of experience during this 5-week process. So, I decided to make a video about this topic, as I think it could be useful to a lot of people. For context, I'm an aspiring pro player and I have esports as a separate subject in school. That's where this whole practice routine comes from. We've also had 2 whole weeks specifically dedicated to esports in school. I'm also going to show you the schedule I created for myself. This is a pretty intense schedule, if I can say so myself. It takes away a lot of your free time if you decide to follow it, and you'll have to be mentally prepared for how much time you will have to put in. My goal during this period was to reach Immortal, which is roughly the top 0.5% of players. I thought this was a very realistic goal considering the fact that my peak rank at the time was Ascendant 3, so one rank away from hitting Immortal. However, I quickly ran into some problems. I was tilting a lot during my games and I didn't notice any improvement, and I couldn't understand why. I also started feeling quite a bit of ranked anxiety, which means feeling stressed about losing and ranking down for those wondering. You might be wondering, how could you not become immortal when you were so close? I wondered that too, but after finishing this project, I can pretty confidently tell you why this happened. It's because I was too fixated on becoming immortal instead of actually improving at the game. This caused me to lose a lot of focus during matches and blaming my losses at external factors, like teammates for example. Even though I was consistently playing extremely well while match MVPing many games. Now, after completing this project, I have come to the conclusion that the biggest obstacle was me not setting a sustainable goal. I've realized that you need to focus a lot more on the bigger picture instead of focusing at your rank. At least when you're setting your short-term goals. Hitting a higher rank like Immortal or Radiant could definitely be a very good long-term goal. However, you'll need to focus on the smaller steps if you want to achieve these sort of goals. This being stuff you need to improve on. It could be something as simple as getting better at flanking or how to properly anchor a site. It doesn't need to be complicated, but it will help you focus on the game a lot more instead of external factors. I've also realized that you need to be very disciplined while pursuing this kind of project. I found myself slacking a lot during this time period until the very last week, where I started to up the pace a lot more. You need to constantly tell yourself to just play instead of doing something else. This is very hard to do, but you absolutely need to convince yourself to do it. The amount of time you need to put in if you want to pursue a professional career is huge. Therefore, it is very important to have a lot of mental preparation before going into something like a schedule. You need to understand that it's going to be frustrating and mentally draining, but it will be possible if you just accept it and try to not think about it too much. Believe in yourself, you can do it. If I were to do this again, I would keep the schedule as it is. For me, I think it is a very good practice schedule because I am very motivated to put in a lot of effort into Valorant. I also think that this schedule has all of the most important components to improve quickly and efficiently. Those being playing a lot, or VOD reviewing frequently, and spending some time outside the game. However, I would change my goal to be more self-improvement oriented. The funny thing is that's what I did the year before. My only goal during the previous term was to improve my mentality because it was actually awful. And that made my improvement skyrocket. I went from plat 3 all the way to 1 game away from Immortal in roughly 4 months. That's pretty insane progress if you ask me. But this time, my mental dropped fast because I had such a bad short-term goal in mind. Therefore, I struggled to rank up and it was a very hard task to complete. Thank you guys for watching this video and have a nice day.
One enemy remaining.